I'm gonna get some shit for this one.
Probably. Given all the praise this has gotten.
This is what on Rotten Tomato?
Last I saw was like an 80-something.
Why? Why? Okay. I'm just gonna put my thoughts in one simple sentence, and then before I dive into this movie. This movie is a very well shot, well made, well acted, self-absorbed, pretentious, annoying piece of shit I have seen all year. This is this year's Unbreakable.
Don't you mean Unbroken?
I keep getting those two mixed up.
Yeah, Unbreakable is one of the few good Shyamalan movies.
Yeah, it depends on what your opinion is on the visit.
I said few, I didn't say only.
Fair enough. Oh my god, I fucking hated this movie. And oh my god, where do I even fucking start? Okay, let me start off with the fact that I seriously doubt a large portion of this is anywhere near accurate.
Probably.
I don't even think the real-life person was anything like this.
As from stuff I have seen already, a little bit.
A little bit.
Exaggerated.
Not to this fucking extent. This movie just shoves whimsy up your fucking ass. Like, look how artsy we are. Look how fancy we are. You know what's doing? It's like in those scenes that they force something down your throat, and they're taking a gag of just whimsy and charm and, ooh, like us, we're artsy, and just go shoving it down your fucking throat. And I probably would not be as mad at this movie if I didn't hear it was good. And then I watched, why is everyone saying this is good? This is so pretentious. This is so obnoxious. Yeah. This is so pointless narration, pointless artistic choices that serve no purpose. So much padding you could have easily cut out.
Yeah. It's
so what did you think?
It was alright, but it's incredibly overrated.
It is incredibly overrated. I feel like I had a much stronger reaction to this movie than you did. But I think I just hate this character type. I hate it. Because you know those people that's doing I'll perform with these people. It'll be great and people will really enjoy it. I'll be doing something wonderful. It's okay, I can get behind that. What I can't get behind is no, what you do is beneath me. I am making art. Not gonna lie, with high wiring and stuff like that, I don't get it. I'm not saying it's not art, I just don't get it.
I think it's not like the thing itself, it's more like the fact that he tried to evolve it. Which was
you're walking on a wire in a very high place.
Yeah.
How is that evolving anything?
That's what the Twin Towers were for.
Oh, whatever, that stupid metaphor they threw in the last minute. Oh, and by the way, if you can't get any of the subtext, or you can't, God help you, not figure out the subtleties of what they're trying to do, oh, don't worry, they'll fucking tell you. They'll tell you everything in this fucking movie. Right from the beginning, I knew it was oh, God damn it. This movie is just hoping to God you've never heard of Amelia. That's the name of the movie, right? Yeah. Because I thought it was going to come to you more, and I was oh, fuck, I totally which is a much better film that does a similar thing, except the characters are likable and flawed. And this one has flawed characters too, but they want you to portray no, he's just struggling for his heart. This is the movie for the college hipster douchebag. This movie is. Now,
for the most part, I like the characters. They're although admittedly, Philippe, he wavered between interesting to pretentious at times.
Pretentious all the time. The entire movie is talking about how artsy he is, how fantastic my ideas are, and all this stuff. Everyone here is just here to suck his dick from beginning to fucking end. Even
not the guy who was high and the guy who decided just fuck it.
They were only there to be those archetypes, though. They weren't fucking real characters. One guy literally goes, I can't do this, man, I can't do this, man, this is too much, man. It's shut the fuck up.
It's sorry, it felt like it felt like freaking Shaggy.
It was Shaggy. So would that make the other one Scrappy Doo? No, that'd be Joseph Gordon-Levitt. That's why it's so fucking annoying. Joseph Gordon-Levitt in this movie is Scrappy Doo. Just as annoying. Everyone's dude, get the fuck back here. He's Scrappy Doo, and he's off.
Oh my god.
Makes sense. That's why this character annoyed the shit out of me. He's fucking Scrappy Doo. Well, what do I know? I'm just the mean-spirited fanboy. Did you read about that?
No.
Okay, so this is a slight tangent, so I apologize in advance. But I was browsing through the internet. You know, I just typed MTCN review team in the Google Box and see what came up, and I found this poll. I actually found two different polls. Of
yeah, there's the one about who's your favorite.
Yeah, they're both about who your favorite, but the second one had descriptors, and the descriptors are amazing. Mine, because for mine, just said mean-spirited fanboy. No, it gets better, because Patrick's was troublemaker who makes Michael angry a lot. You actually got a decent one. Apparently you and I are best friends.
Yeah!
Yeah, friendship. Because yours said Michael's best friend who acts like a fair reviewer. Wes's was a fun-loving critic who likes to tell jokes. Which is, it's kind of like, damn, it's very entertaining. And now that I just went a whole rant about how Joseph Gordon-Levitt is Scrappy Doo, I kind of see it.
Yeah,
I kind of see why I'm the mean-spirited fanboy. But hey, I have all the votes, so apparently people like mean-spirited fanboys. Anyway, by the way, if you're the person who made that poll who's watching this right now, thank you, very flattering. Even though you did call me mean-spirited fanboy, but you know what? I understand. Yeah. And what I don't understand, see how I did that transition? And what I don't understand in this fucking movie is why the narrative idea in this absolutely makes no fucking sense. It serves no purpose. There's no reason this could not be done with just a voiceover.
Yeah.
And there's no reason it had to explain. Because how it is, it opens up to Joseph Gordon-Levitt looking straight at you from the camera, which was a little jarring.
Yeah.
Because it's just suddenly, there's no like fade to or anything like that. He's just fucking there. It's like, okay, hi.
Didn't bug me that much.
No, it's a nitpick.
Yeah.
But then it starts going.
The rest of it, not so much.
No.
I know.
Scrappy Doo. Anyway. We're gonna make that joke in every Joseph Gordon-Levitt movie you see from now on. Looper, Scrappy Doo! Wait, who?
Sorry, what was the character's name again? Was it Pierre?
Something like that. I don't know.
Like Pierre Petit?
Yeah, something like that. Petit power! It's basically what it's towards the end. Oh my god. But it's hard to root someone who's just this fucking unlikable. Man, I can't think. I didn't even find him interesting. I just found him excessively annoying from beginning to end, with this annoying narrative device that, for more often than not, serves zero purpose because we can literally see the things he's telling us is happening.
That was one of the things that I agree with, just bugged the living hell out of me. Because, like, on the one hand, I feel there were a couple moments that felt like it was trying to be a joke with overlapping what's going on with the narrative. It's like, no, it's
obnoxious.
Yeah, it's like
it's assuming the audience can't figure it out.
It's like, there are a few times where, okay, I don't mind you explaining the subtext, but as you said, they explained everything as it was going on. And it's just like, it's show, don't tell!
Yeah, exactly, it's film, it's a visual tool, it's a visual narrative, tell it visually. And like, the part that killed me was the part towards the very end where he's literally narrating over himself, telling the cops what he's gonna do, like, narrating what he's telling the cops. You've literally become like incredibly redundant. And I think the only reason I'm getting this mad about it is just because of how much praise it's getting right now. And let me be clear, if you like this movie, if this stuff didn't bother you, fine. I don't care. This stuff bothered me, so take it from that grain of salt.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and I don't want to like ruin it for you or anything like that. This is just what, again, this is my opinion. Take it or leave it. If you really hate me, you can leave hate comments or whatever.
Well, this is based on a real event, so whatever.
The Exorcist is based on real events.
No, this actually did happen.
I know it did happen. I've seen The Man on Wire. I haven't seen it, but I know of The Man on Wire. But
I'm still curious about that as well. To actually check it out. I just didn't realize it happened like in the 70s. I thought it was more like late 90s.
I thought it did say 93, or 98 or something like that. But
I don't know. We'll
Either way,
but that's when the documentary was made, I think.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, he says in the beginning 1990 something.
1970.
Oh, did he?
He said 74.
Oh, okay. Maybe I misheard him then. Either way, it's just like, again, there's a good way to do a biopic, and there's a bad way to do a biopic.
Yeah, this did not feel right.
And like, I think I've talked about this a bit before, right? So like, a bad way to do a biopic is to make the movie more about the message than about the actual person. Yeah. Apparently, I've learned a new lesson. There's two ways to do a bad biopic. The first one is to do that, what I just said, and the second one is to make your character completely unlikable, and more importantly, not interesting. That is the greatest sin a movie can commit.
For me, it's like, I found them, likable and interesting, but I think it's just the way they did it. Like, I understand, like, that's what kind of did it in for you.
Yeah.
And in fact, like, by kind of going, like, that overly whimsical route, that's why it made it so difficult for you.
Yeah.
And so, like, once again, it's basically a state where, like, I understand why you don't like it. It's like, I'm able to circumvent that, like, not as much to knock his character, but more or less just a directorial flaw.
Yeah, and just bizarre directorial choices. Like, there's the part at the beginning that's in black and white with some bits in color for no fucking reason. Because it goes back to color in the middle of it, and it never goes back. So what was the point of that? There was no point. I don't know. Shit like that makes no sense.
Like, okay, I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to mimic some of those pretentious art flicks. I don't know.
I guess, like, okay, I get it. You're French. All right, we get it. Tone it down a notch. Like, you're not... What the fuck is the movie called?
The Walk?
No.
Oh, Amelia.
Amelia can pull that shit off. Like, Amelia did. And granted, even I found the movie a little pretentious, but at least it was charming enough that I can get past it. This movie does not have the charm it needs of me forgive these sins. And I'm sorry, and I'm gonna sound like a horrible person for saying this, but just because you have the twin powers in this movie does not mean I'm going to forgive it for the other sins. Now, I don't want to sound disrespectful. I am not. Don't give me that look.
I'm not giving you the look. That's why I closed my eyes, so I couldn't actually give it to you.
No. Like, let me be clear. Like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
It's kind of like Extremely Loud and Extremely Close. The movie came out a few years ago. It's like, just because you evoke that imagery doesn't mean you can forgive for the other sins.
Yeah, although in all fairness, that movie did get a bit more lambasted than this one.
Yeah, true, but that still got, like, Oscar nominated. And you can know for the only reason it did is because it had the Twin Towers in the movie.
Yeah.
And that's the kind
of... I don't know how... Yeah, sorry.
No, like, that's the only explanation I could think of, because nothing else in that movie warranted an Oscar nomination.
No, it's like... It's kind of... For me, it's the same way that the reason that American Sniper probably got the Best Picture nomination.
Yeah.
Wasn't because it was really that great quality. It was America.
Exactly, and that's kind of a problem I see with this movie too. Is I feel like it's, especially at the very end, it does milk that imagery. It does milk the sentiment behind it. Especially with Joseph Gordon-Levitt's closing line is obviously meant to stir that reaction.
Yeah,
it is.
I was like, oh shit.
It is clearly designed to advocate those images. It's clearly trying to advocate that presence and those emotions behind it. And I do not like that. But that bothers me.
Yeah. That
really bothers me because, again, it's this... I get what it's trying to do. I get that it's trying to pay respect to the Twin Towers. I get what they're trying to accomplish with this. Problem is, the way it's doing it is so ham-fisted and so up its own ass about it that whatever intentions it might have had is completely lost. Does that make sense? Does that make me not sound like a complete asshole?
Yeah. No, I understand. It's just... Yeah, there's really no other... It's like... For me, I think I was able to kind of... I think I focused less on that being milked just because I felt like everything else was milked way more heavily.
Well, like, this wasn't a huge problem until, like, the very, very end. Yeah. And even then, you can tell they were using the image of the Twin Towers throughout the movie. And I partially suspect the narrative device was only put in so they had an excuse to put the Twin Towers in the background of every narrative shot.
Probably.
And that, like, to me, like, that's not being respectful. That's milking something for your own benefit, and that's not okay. It's like, it's one of those double-edged... It's one of those things where, like, it could go both ways. Like, because on the other hand, like, it does play such a central plot. I guess it's basically, like, the ultimate plot device in this movie. Yeah, but at the same time, I get that. That's fine. But at the same time, as you said, they milk it. Yeah. They milk it. They completely milk it. Yeah. Like, even when he gets to the... Like, even then, some of the reactions the characters have to things make absolutely no fucking sense. Like, there's the part where Joseph Gordon-Levitt gets to the Twin Towers for the first time, and he starts freaking the fuck out for reasons. Like, he says, like, my dream's impossible now. I was like, why? And then he's like, oh, they have stairs. Did you think they would not have those? I don't
know.
get
that part I kind of understood. It's the idea of, like, being met with something that, like... I'm trying to think of the best way to put it. It's like the initial reaction makes sense. It's like being picked to act in, like, some high-profile movie being done by your favorite director. When you finally show up there, you see, like, basically all the stuff there. It's like, I'm in way over my head.
That's fine, but the way they conveyed it is like, my dreams are impossible now. It's like, why? And then I was saying, it's like, oh, they have stairs. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
It's like, you just...
Yeah, that was, I will admit, yeah, that was a little bit of...
Yeah, so it's like, so you're basically saying that whole little moment of doubt was completely pointless. That's unfortunately describes a lot of portions of this movie. It's like, that was completely pointless. That did not need to be there. You could have easily cut that. You could have made that with more, like, focus on him interacting with other characters.
There was a good 20 minutes that could have nixed out of this.
Absolutely.
And starting with those frickin' narratives.
Oh, the fucking narratives. Oh my god. I think that was, like, the one thing that really killed it for me.
If there's just the one in the beginning and the one in the end, that would have been fine. With just, like, the occasional voiceover.
I mean, it wasn't as bad. Okay, actually, this bothered me more than, like, The Age of Adeline did, which was literally have voiceover that sounded like it came from the Discovery Channel. I am not kidding. Like, the movie stopped. So, like, a version that said it came right out of Discovery Channel goes, what Adeline didn't know is that some chemical reaction of such and such and such caused her to become immortal. Literally, that's pretty much what happens in the movie. And they do this like 2 or 3 times. It sounds like it came right out of the Discovery Channel. So when I say that, I'm not exaggerating. Look it up. You can probably find it on YouTube somewhere. But anywho, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, use of narrative. Turn off your goddamn phone.
No.
Okay, fine. Be that way. Be a jerk. No, I can't. I'm the jerk. I'm the one that just yelling and screaming at this car. You're all here like, I don't know why you put up with me, to be honest. Well, it's because I'm not yelling at you.
Yeah.
I guess that helps.
Yeah.
I'm yelling at Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah.
Because he's watching this right now going, that fucking prick. I wish. That'd be kind of cool. And let me be clear, I like Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I don't think anything in the movie is directly a result of any of the actors.
Yeah, I think we can just both agree, this is more the directorial choices.
Yeah, the directorial choices, the writing choices, and just, this is bizarre and nonsensical.
To give kind of an idea of like how, whimsical it was, refer to the opening of Robert Zemeckis' other movie, Forrest Gump, with the way the feather came in, with the little piano flutter of music.
Except Forrest Gump is still okay.
Yeah, but it kind of gives you the idea, because now that going on through the entire movie, that kind of would have ruined Forrest Gump.
Yeah, that's true. Benjamin Button kind of did that.
That was able to be a little bit, well, then again, that wasn't meant to be dark.
No. I like Benjamin Button, though. I thought that was good. Anyway, we're getting off topic, though. But no, like, even then, like, there's some parts are told, like, metaphors, which would be fine if you just left them as metaphors and didn't explicitly explain the metaphors in case you didn't get it.
Yeah.
Like, there's a part out of fucking nowhere, the fucking seagull.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
It reminds me of that one bit in This Is the End. Yeah, look at that look at that, look at the burning Ferris wheel symbolizing lost childhood innocence. It's so deep.
I completely forgot about that.
That's kind of what it reminds me of.
But it's one of those things, it assumes the audience is too fucking dumb to figure the shit out on their own, and that bugs the shit. Like, Tomorrowland kind of did this too, except that was worse than this as far as pretentiousness goes. And oddly enough, go and watch the Tomorrowland review. Yeah. I went on a huge rant about that one too.
Although in all fairness, I wouldn't say it was, although unlike Tomorrowland, unlike this, wouldn't you consider Tomorrowland hypocritical about it?
Yes, I think that was a big reason I got a huge anger rant about that one too. It's weird the movies are making me mad. Yeah. And I'm learning. I think I'll get more mad when I expect a movie to be good and I find out that it sucks.
Yeah, no, it's understandable because like you get disappointment on top of frustration.
And it's like, it wasn't like, oh, that was too bad, I could have been better. It's more like, no, why do other people like this? Because it genuinely kind of baffles me that it says 87% on Rotten Tomato, because a lot of these mistakes in the movie feel like rookie mistakes. Like rookie writing and directorial mistakes, things that you think any other person watches go, you should not do this.
Yeah.
And that's not saying you shouldn't try to subvert the genre or anything like that, but at the same time, you gotta do it in a way that's actually compelling and interesting. It doesn't feel like you're just trying to get past lazy writing techniques.
Yeah. I think also I expected a different style from this as well, which kind of...
Yeah, the trailer with it was kind of misleading on that one.
It made it seem more like an Ocean's movie.
I mean, this is kind of funny thing about kind of what you're talking about with that, because Goodnight Mommy, the movie I just reviewed earlier today, did the exact same with their trailer, where the trailer is very, very different from the movie. But that trailer did to the movie's benefit, because the movie's actually about would not get people in the seats. But it does it in a way that's deceptive, so that way you can subvert those expectations going into it in a way that's compelling and interesting. This is kind of the opposite, where it feels like they're trying to kind of hold a baggie over the camera going, don't look at this shit that we really know kind of sucks. Like Fantastic Four.
Oh, by the way, did you hear Marvel might be getting that back?
That got canceled. That's not true.
Aww.
Come on, did you really think that was going to happen?
Probably not. Although it would have made sense given the fact that there was the whole licensing for the TV show thing. Like
I didn't buy that rumor for a fucking second. Fox has been holding those things with a death grip for years.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, so I'm just curious. So you did hear about the report that was made yesterday then?
Yes, they can.
Okay.
They didn't, both Fox and Marvel.
Okay.
Did. Yep.
Well, shit.
Yeah, so, no.
I was like,
that happened.
I wonder how they made that deal about Legion and what the hell's the other TV show, Hellfire? So you didn't hear about the TV show?
No, I heard about the TV shows, but I didn't read its specifics.
Yeah. Okay.
Anywho. God, I don't know. I'm just fucking tired. It's been a long fucking day. I'm done.
Fair enough.
And I still gotta work after this, and like I'm gonna go angry and shit, and be like, hey, kids! Who wants a motherfucking balloon?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just imagining if some kid asks you to walk a high wire. And it's like sets you off.
Fuck you and your high wire.
You had to see him just like go. We have news reports of an entertainer going ballistic at a party today.
He was last seen throwing kids along like lawn darts across the parking lot.
I just imagine like at first
shouting whimsy.
So I just imagine going like flying head first into the dirt, just like being stuck in there.
Scrappy Doo! God, I don't know.
Oh, wow. Whew.
I need a moment. That was like, what, 20 minutes of me yelling?
More or less.
Yeah. Fuck. I mean, I don't really have much else. I think I've said the biggest things I've had to say about this movie.
What'd you think about the side characters?
I would have liked them if they had more development.
Yeah.
That's another problem with this movie, too, is the fact that, I mean, at least like movies like Selma, it largely focused on Martin Luther King, but at least you got the important part of, like, they got the important parts of the side characters down, and they did what they needed to do. All the side characters here, again, are just here to suck just Joseph Gordon-Levitt's dick in this movie. That's all they are. It's like they're talking about how wonderful he is and how adventurous and brave he is and how beautiful he is and what he's doing is and all that stuff. And I like Ben Kingsley. Ben Kingsley was fine.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, the other we should probably address is why did he go nude on the tower?
I was thinking about mentioning that, but I don't know if I want to.
Yeah, it was just one of those weird. It's one of those weird moments you talk about that made no sense. It's like, what was the?
Because it says like the whole thing was, but like how it works is two people on one side of the tower are supposed to shoot an arrow with a fishing line, so that way they can like drag the rope and wire across the towers.
Yeah.
Problem is the arrow doesn't land on the tower; it ends up on the side of the building. And Gordon-Levitt is trying to find it, but he can't, so his solution is to get naked for some reason and start running around because he feels like, oh, maybe like the string, I couldn't feel the string because their clothes are in the way, so I'm going to get naked and maybe
like he just kind of
better.
Yeah, like, well, I'll chalk that up to being sleep deprived and kind of snapping, but on the other hand, it still is just, what the hell?
Yeah, you and I are both like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, you especially, you're just like
why? Why like that and the seagull, too? I was like, why? There was no reason for this.
I wanted the seagull just to peck him so it would, like, screw him.
I kept thinking, like, Birdemic was oddly enough kind of what it reminded me of. Or maybe, like, Trolls, too, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry to people watching from buildings as, you know, just like, it's picked to death by a pelican or, like, a seagull. Just goes, oh, no, they're eating him, and then they're gonna eat me. Oh my god! Best ending ever. A movie like this, if it ended happen like that, just like that, I wouldn't be surprised. I do want to highlight the one character who had like maybe 5 lines in the movie, but he had a glorious mustache.
Which guy?
Oh, the guy in the building. You know, the guy. Man. Yeah, the Gloria's like Oliver Queen.
It looked like younger Sacha Baron Cohen.
You might be more like Hugh Jackman a little bit.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
How can you forget Mustache Man?
Yeah, that was a.
It was a glorious mustache. It was a mustache other mustache should be like jealous of.
Only yeah. Wasn't that would rival Wes?
I know, like I was kind of sad Wes missed this just for that reason.
So yeah, I guess we can probably close on this movie now. We're talking about trailers.
Yeah, let's talk about trailers.
I'm gonna look up info on one of those movies that just looks absolutely terrible.
I don't think that bad. I've seen a lot worse. Let's see. We got Concussion, which we've kind of talked about before.
Yeah.
But what the hell is this movie?
Wave or the Fifth Wave?
No, Love the Cooper. Did I write that down wrong?
Yes, you did. Oh, Love the Coopers.
That's Coopers. Oh, that's one that's a really good cast. Looks like a terrible, terrible movie.
Well, when it was done by, oh God, they mentioned it from the producer of one movie. It's just like
Meet the Fockers.
No,
it looks like Meet the Fockers.
The Family Stone.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. I don't know. It's like I keep seeing people I like. I'm like, oh. It's like, Olivia Wilde's in this. I really like Olivia Wilde. What's she? Oh, no. Oh, John Goodman, no. John Goodman, you are a national treasure. What the fuck are you doing here?
What was he doing in the fourth Transformers movie?
He was the best part about the fourth Transformers movie, dear sir.
Fair enough.
I'm a fat ballerina.
Oh, that was a terrible movie, but that line still gives me a bit of joy.
Me too. I would have loved it if he's in the next Transformers movies, I just want him to yell down and going, I'll show you the life of the mind. Barton Fink.
I actually never saw that, and I know I need to.
Go watch. It's easily John Goodman's best role. Mostly because he's fucking terrifying. It's fucking great. I love Barton Fink. It's kind of one of those pretentious movies, but at least you can have something to work off of.
You hear that, The Walk?
Yeah. You know why? Because it doesn't explain everything. But there's this is kind of going to spoiler territory, but there's a part I'll just leave it.
Don't spoil anything.
Just
I know it's a great movie, so I need to see it.
Okay, let's put it this way: Walls of Fire, John Goodman with a shotgun.
Actually, I think I've seen that image.
You may have. It's just go watch it. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
I think it's on Netflix too, actually. But anywho, so that's our review of John Goodman and Barton Fink. But I don't know, Love the Coopers looks like one of those. It looks like Meet the Fockers. It looks like that kind of movie. And it's like, I really wish Olivia Wilde would pick better movies, because I love Olivia Wilde. She is so fucking charming. And even like in bad movies, like even in Lazarus Effect, it's like, okay, at least she's still kind of watchable. You know Lazarus Effect sucked. Which you bastards made me see that alone, by the way.
Well, I made my intentions quite clear. Seeing that trailer, I was going to avoid the hell out of that movie.
Oh, you saw The Loft. You've seen worse than Lazarus Effect.
Fair enough.
So
yeah, then you can't complain about seeing Lazarus Effect alone, because I've seen worse movies with you.
Yeah, but at least I didn't have to see them alone. That's the point of getting a buddy system for this series, so I don't have to go see it alone. That makes it worse. Because I'm like, not only did I see a shitty movie, I saw it by myself. Not pathetic that makes me look. It's like in the Cinema Snob reviews, the guy who got known as the Madagascar guy because he saw Madagascar 3 by himself in a theater.
All right, next trailer.
Yeah, this is the one the Fifth Wave. Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't look like the worst movie ever, but it
looks like Battlefield, Wisconsin.
Oh, it doesn't look that bad. I mean, it looks awful, but it doesn't look that bad.
It looks pretty bad.
It's not Battlefield Earth bad.
I was making reference to Battlefield LA, but
oh, okay, that's more apropos. I thought you meant Battlefield Earth. It's like, oh come on, at least I would love it if John Travolta showed up to this movie. Before I even learned to spell your name, I was going. What if those aliens were the ones that come to kill Hit Girl? That'd be great. I would love that to see that movie. Get that crossover.
It's basically, as I said, it's basically just aliens invading, and they eventually become like the Thing, where they imitate humans.
It's a January movie. That's where they throw every piece of shit they don't really care about in there.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe you'll have something redeemable. Who knows? It could have a giant lightning penis sword. We don't know. Yes, I'm bringing that joke back.
They're not going to give you the 50-foot lightning penis sword.
They might. You never know. Or have some really great line like, I create life! Or something like that. You never know. Yeah. Like, sometimes the really bad movies have that one gem of a moment that makes it all worthwhile. Which is why I still need to see Pan. Anywho, so yeah, then we got the trailer for The Finest Hours again, which we talked about last time. We've seen all these trailers before, so like Secret Life of Pets and The Heart of the Sea, we've all talked about this before, so it's not really worth going over again. Well, my headache's gone at least. Yay! The 3D was good. Yeah, that'll give credit for it. The movie, if you do see it, do watch in 3D because it is dizzying in a good way. Unless you're afraid of heights. In which case, like, I'm afraid of heights. Like poor Jeff. Yeah, like, I'm kind of afraid of heights. So, like, I was like, oh, nope. Yeah. Lots of nopes. Yeah, kind of like from those 3D women in the front. Yeah, oh, yeah. I mean, do you have any final thoughts on this movie? As you can see, we kind of vary on our level of tolerance / interest in this movie, but we both agreed this was kind of overrated. It's fair. This is one of the ones I kind of want to find out why people like this so I can understand a little better. I mean, I don't have anything against you if you did like this movie, but it pushed all my wrong buttons, is more or less what it comes down to. So, I don't know. Take it as you will, guys. I mean, I think you'll know from our review whether or not you'll like this movie. It's certainly not for everyone, I guess. But I don't know. It bugged the shit out of me. What are they saying? Let's read some of these. Yeah, The Walk... God, even that consensus seems kind of... What's the consensus? The Walk attempts a tricky balancing act between thrilling visuals and fact-based drama, and like its wire-walking protagonist pulls it off with impressive elan. Let's see what the negative comment says. Zemeckis' failing is its whatever. It is inattention to every other detail, but The Walk undeniably exists for its climax. Once done, it does manage to pull off flawless. I don't know about that much, but for that one, I was kind of more, okay, guys, wrap it up. But yeah, that was overrated. Yeah, I think we said all we had to say on this movie. So, the last one left is Pan. I gotta find someone to drag to go see it. Good luck with that. Yeah, I mean, Karina volunteered, but the time span doesn't work, so like shit. Yeah. So I don't know. I'll probably give Matthew a call. I feel bad because I've dragged him to like 3 bad movies in a row. Still not as bad as the ones you dragged Chris to. Yeah. Well, to be fair, Chris volunteered for those. I didn't ask him. Fair enough. But anywho, so yeah, I think it's all we got, guys. So take this as you will. If you watch a movie show to watch me rage, you're welcome. So, shove whoopsie up the ass. But this is why I can never go into politics. There's way too much people can use against me at this point in my career. But yeah, thank you all for watching. We'll see you all in the Pan review. Michael, I do believe that you've done a series of reviews in which you shouted many a profanity and, in fact, defamated the Twin Towers. What do you have to say about that? Are you the fucking lawyer from Futurama? What the hell? Pretty much. Like one of those stereotypical Southern, senators. They wouldn't even need to do that. They just need to go to the Spider-Man dance video. And that would be it. It's like, sir, we just have one question for you. Is that your penis? And I'd be like, yes. Yes, it is. I'll take the keys to the White House now. Alright, that's all we got, guys. Thank you all for watching. See you later.